Yeah, hey there. This is Jay here, back again here once more with another little lightsaber review. This one is the 29th brass saber I've done, or at least a saber done with brass pieces or accents on it. This is BS-29. This was built for a friend of mine that I actually work with, I see every day, and he's also a member of the 501st. And they asked me about a year ago about doing a custom lightsaber for a potential costume build he had coming up, and this was basically the design he drew up on a piece of paper and handed it to me. I said, you know what, I think I can do that, just with your basic MHS parts right out of the Custom Saber Shop. The only custom machining that was done any of the parts was right here. I had Tim at the Custom Saber Shop again machine off, I believe this was the first 3 ribs of the rib extension to get this look here. The rest of this stuff is all just polished brass sink drain tubing. I took the Dremel too and put my I guess you call them my trademark custom slots on it. So we have a close look at it here. It's nice and shiny, because that's what my friend wanted. I like them to like them that way too. Mine are all polished. There's your auxiliary button, main activation switch, and back here we got the brass insert in the pommel, and there's a recharge port, brass cover tech, custom scoring marks. I did these with my sort of trademark tubing cutter method. It worked out pretty nice. It actually lined up for once, except for this one. Cutting wheel walked a little bit on that one. We're not going to mention that though. That's the last time we'll see that. Oh, so what this has in it for electronics is my first install on a Petite Crouton 3.0. This took a while because I took a little time off from the hobby to deal with some personal issues in real life and all that jazz. And my buddy Brian had the same issue going on with his. So kind of got back burned a couple of times, and finally got finished this spring with the actual hilt work, and settled on the electronics a couple of months ago. I've just been working on it off and on to get it done and try to get it right. Now, with this being a PC 3.0, it does have the abilities to do multiple color changing. We opted not to use the color extender, so we're using the legacy style hookup that's covered in the manual. So let's go ahead and start this up. Standard boot sound. Now we have the AV splash is kind of the orange yellow. Let's put the little stubby blade on here. Color here. See how well this shows up. Doesn't show up very well in pictures, but it actually is a bright yellow. Yeah, the camera's making it look orange. It's bright yellow. And a bluish white silver flash. So that's really bright. It's a standard font. Blaster effects. This is probably going to end up being, well, this is one of the drawbacks to not using a color extender. Watch this. You can see when we power it off, the color kind of separates a little bit. Turns red. But that's alright. Brian says he can live with that. Saved him $64, $65. Something like that. This has a full hookup with rice. But because it's a trooping saber, as I said before, this needs to be able to have its battery pack changed. Because the last thing you like to do is to be at a costuming event and have your batteries die. I know that because it's happened to me before. It's not fun. And then have to stop lighting up your lightsaber because you can't change the battery. So it's a 7.4 volt lithium ion 14650 pack from Custom Saber Shop, and right there you can see the rice port. To use that, you just kind of pull it out. It's a little pigtail, hides it in there. It's out of the way. This thing's pretty loud. We got it set to the maximum volume. And one of the things I see a lot of people do when they complain about their lightsaber not being loud enough is mostly because they stuff so much stuff inside the lightsaber, and what happens here is it prevents the hilt from being the resonant chamber. A lot of people think you got to have like an inch before and an inch behind it for your resonant chamber, but for me, I found it works a lot better if you use the whole lightsaber. So what we have underneath here, underneath the shroud here in the rib extension, there are some holes drilled to allow sound to vent there. So there's still more sound coming from that and the charge port. So it gives it a little bit deeper tone, makes it a little louder. So font number 2.
This party's over.
Gotta have purple. When you got the shadow point on there, you gotta have purple with that. Also white flash. This looks a little greenish tint to it. And font number 3. Come on. Well, it's Revenge. And we have the hot orange blade color on this one. The yellow flash. The aux button is mounted on the side here, so it's right easy to get to. No matter how you're holding it. So there we have it. That's Brass Saber 29. Hopefully sometime this year I'll actually get to Brass Saber number 30. I'm going to come up with an idea or a plan for it first. So until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.